Alright guys, in today's video we're going to work on my pair of Bose QuietComfort 35 Model 2s, and the problem we've got here is with the ear pad cushion coming off. And there's videos on this out there, but this one's in particularly bad shape, and I thought it would be useful to show you how to get one off that's in particularly bad shape like this. So, normally you'd think about pulling the ring off of this, and I'll show you those instructions in just a minute, but this one, it's already separated from that ring. And so what we're going to have to do in a situation like this is we're going to have to actually come in here and try to manually pinch this guy off, right? So the part we're trying to replace is this cushion plus this ring down here if we zoom in. And you see these small little retainers. One's right there. I know it's black on black, but there's about 9 of these that go around the perimeter that have to be removed. And so in a situation like this, we've got to actually come in here and we've got to grab this thing with our finger. We've got to lift it up and off of that manually. Just work it around all the way around, and then this will come off. So that's the ear pad cushion. And then this piece in here is called the Scrim. And this can also need to be replaced. And since you get one when you buy the thing, we're going to go ahead and take this off. This just peels off. And what's going to happen probably is what's happening here is that the material is going to separate from the adhesive, and we're going to have to work to get the adhesive off. That's how that comes out. So we're going to have to work on getting this adhesive off. And what we're going to replace this with is a genuine Bose part. So Bose will sell a kit for this. This is for the QuietComfort 35 and for the 35 Mark II. So it covers both of those. And inside this kit, you'll get 2 of these ear pad cushions, 1 for each side, and 2 of the Scrims embossed with either an R or an L for each side. They'll give you a little warranty thing, and then they'll give you some instructions on this. And so it's pretty simple stuff. I thought it's easier just to kind of see it. Right? And so they talk about removing this guy. A lot of the instructions just talk about grabbing the cushion and this just kind of pulling off. But as you can see, sometimes these 2 pieces can separate. And more importantly, you can break these little tabs that we were showing if you're not careful, right? There's this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9. So there's 9 of these around the perimeter. And then they talk about removing the Scrim the way we did. They didn't talk about the fact that after it's been sitting here for a long time, this adhesive is going to break off the Scrim and stick to the plastic. You're going to need to clean it. When you go to install the new one, it's going to just have 2 pieces of adhesive on the back to go on those same 2 positions, but you got to clean up the old in order for it to stick properly. And then when you reattach the ear cup, they talk about pressing the edge of that mounting flange, and that mounting flange would be this guy, right? They talk about pressing that in until you hear it snap in place under a tab. The tabs they're talking about are these little guys I showed here. So they say you will hear and feel a firm snap when it's properly in place. So you're going to have to go down in each one of these. Putting it back in, if we zoom in here in the light, this guy's ramped. So when you bring that cushion in, it'll snap over that just like that. So let me go ahead and clean this off, then I'll show you installing these pieces. All right, guys, I just thought I'd show a little bit about this, right? So get underneath this tape so we can actually get a grip on it. We can pull most of it off intact. And then we'll have to get the residue off. Don't use any Goo Gone or anything like that. You see me here is I'm just trying to use the adhesive itself to try and suck up some of this. And I'll come in here with some tape. I'll show you that in a minute too to get this off. If you use Goo Gone, then the new one's not going to stick good. All right, guys, we've got this about as good as it needs to be. What I'm doing is I'm rubbing on some 50% isopropyl alcohol. So that'll help break up the pieces of the Scrim that were still sticking to the adhesive, without making it where the new adhesive won't stick. And then I'm also just taking a rolled up piece of packing tape, and that'll get like the last few bits of it, right? So when I'm satisfied that that's clean enough, then we're going to come into our package here. And we're going to grab our new R side scrim, and we're going to remove the adhesive strip on here. One. This in and of itself is like an ordeal. I was thinking maybe I could grab it with this, but nope. Gotta get it to let go. There we go. All right. And then we're just going to put it back in the same spot that the original one was. And then we're going to take the ear pad, and then just like we were saying in this, so it's the same shape either way, so you can't get it backwards or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and start it under that first clip, and then we're just going to go press it around to each of the other ones. Hopefully you guys can hear those clicks as I go around. I think just one more right up here. That's it. Just kind of check your work, make sure that everybody's seated properly. This one here we missed somehow. There we go. All right. And that's it. Then do the same thing to the other side, and that's all it takes to replace these. And by using the genuine parts, it's back to that nice, soft, silky material, whatever they make it out of. It feels really great. It just doesn't last that long. I hope this video helps you out. Hope it gives you some insight into some of the other videos that don't really get into that kind of detail. And if you go to the description, there'll be some links on how you can find the correct replacements on these. If you found this video useful, go ahead and hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching.